How you woofin doing? It's Jake the Dog here. In today's video, I'm going to be preparing for war as we have our level 4 pass opening in less than 12 hours now. So now is the time to prepare, and as well I will be teaching you how you can properly prepare for war as well. So let's get started. First things first, if you want to be able to properly fight on the field, you're gonna need to have lots of resources. Each troops type, whether that's infantry, cavalry, or archers, all depend on two specific resources, whether it's food and wood for infantry, food and stone for cavalry, or if it's wood and stone for archers. One way to properly get resources is just by gathering, but by fighting barbarians, forts, and doing daily events, you can also accumulate lots of resource packs, which can accumulate to random resources, as well as getting you grants as you casually play, so make sure you are saving these up. But if you do not have your own saved up, you can also get resources from your own farm accounts. If you want to know how to have as many farm accounts as you want in one singular kingdom, check the card up ahead. I have a nice guide on how you can do that, and in doing so, you can have tons of farms that you can gather as much as you want, whether that's on the hour, on the daily, or on the weekly. You can get resources on all your arts accumulate. Now that we know how to get resources, next thing we need to prepare is all commandos. The only reason I say this is, although you may have your commandos skilled up how you like, you may have a case like me where, for example, I had tons and tons of sculptures, over 700 sculptures, and I needed to invest in something to properly fight in the field, so I invested in Nevsky. This does not mean if you have gold heads, go on a wild upgrading spree. All I'm saying is, if you can, you want to prepare the best marches you can. So one way by doing that is by scaling up your commanders on your own, whether that's getting them to an expertise or getting Saladin, for example, to 5551, because they're perfectly fine just like that. Just try your best to get your commanders in the best shape you can beforehand. Another way you can do that is with the introduction of the museum. If you are using commandos in the field like Ethelfled, YSG, Charles Martel, Minamoto, Methmed, Chow Chow, any of these commandos, Richard, Elson, Mulan, any of these commandos, make sure you have their museum. Make sure you have as many buffs as you can. And there's one way you can get as many buffs as you can, and that is through the gear. You can equip gear to your commandos, which you can craft your gear by crafting it in the blacksmith. And I actually need to do some gearing up myself, but I'll prepare myself at the end of this video. Next, what we have to do is ensure that our hospital is clear. Of course, we do not want to be going into war with troops in our hospital. We want all the troops that go into the hospital to be from the war. As well, we need to ensure that we will have war buffs. Make sure you have defense enhancements, whether that's the normal 5% or the 10%. You can use the attack, but defense is a much better buff. Also, if you have lots of troops to use, you can make sure that you have army expansions for battle, but those can help you do more damage in battle. On top of those buffs, you want to make sure that you have a proper city skin chosen. I highly recommend a skin that gives you health in return of taking away attack. Like this, for example, you get 5% infantry health, and it only takes away 5% archer attack. These skins are very nice because you don't have to constantly change your skin throughout the battle. Or if you got a legendary skin, of course, make sure you are using those. Those give you great buffs in battle. The last place we can get buffs in our city is through the city civilization. I do not recommend that you change this unless you know 100% what you want. But if you are in the end game As for me, I'm using Germany, so I have the troop training speed and the action points recovery. But if you want more damage, you can easily use civilizations like Vikings, where that has an attack and a counterattack damage skill. A civilization like Arabia, if you're gonna be rallying like crazy, or Ottoman, which allows you to do lots of skill damage. But like I said, I would not change that unless you know that you want that civilization. Now, the last buffs that we even can get for ourselves is through runes. You can find runes on the map that can give you attack, defense, or health buffs. And if you are in Season of Conquest, you can get Bastion skills, which these allow you to gain additional skills that you get from whatever commander the Bastion's for. So for example, this is Kusanoki's Bastion. You can add his skill to any march you want. One more way you can obtain more buffs in Season of Conquest, and that is simply through the Crystal Research Center. The 4 set skills, you can get attack, heal, and attack formation, get more attack. Heal is more attack. This is the last way you can get more buffs for yourself. It's very hard to get to the end of heal as free to play, but you still can get more buffs from here, so make sure you are grinding this out as much as you can before war. At least get your research to the best position can be before war. Now that we know how to get as many buffs as we can for war, now we're gonna move on to setting up your presets. So if you hold your city or just tap and hold anywhere, this menu will pop up. On this right side, you can see this green, which allows you to save presets. There is then the second one, which allows you to load presets. I didn't even know you could do that. This swap allows you to switch which of your 5 presets you want to choose from. Now that you have your presets, you just want to make the presets you want to use. If you're in Season of Conquest, apply the Bastion skills to what commanders you want it. Hit this green, select Slave Slot, and then you save. And this makes it very seamless to send out all your marches a lot faster. As before, if you wanted to fight, you had to sit here and go, okay, I got Ramses, now I have to go here and final ISG. Now I have to clear my troops, then go to the troop I want, and then fill it, and then boom. Now I can finally send, but that's like 5 to 10 seconds of time that you could be attacking someone or fighting on the field. So it makes it a lot easier that you can just tap or click anywhere and just have your presets ready to go, and this allows you to fight a lot faster. And I even have to set presets myself, so I have my 3 fighting marches prepared at all times. Now that you know how to set your presets, you are now fully prepared for war. Now it's time for me to prepare. I need to craft more gear for my marches. So let's get it and even do some refining. First thing I want to ensure I try to refine is my gear on Saladin. Saladin will be my second cavalry march. I've never had more than 1 march of a single type, so I don't have any gear prepared. Let's refine the bristle. Let's go, that worked. Cloud Racers, 25. Alright, now it's time we get to the forge. So I want to replace this bristle with something. And the only small move seems to be is the upgrade to the Warhelm of the Hellish Wasteland. I really want to start working up to these set pieces. So we're just going to click forge. Full send. I'm going to stop thinking about it. Let's get it. Come on. We're going to refine this. I guess this would be a good time to... I just realized this would be a good time to open all of these. Maybe we'll get lucky, get some more fragments. We got more crystal keys. Let's open all of them. Go big or go home, baby. Go big or go home. Next big craft I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna craft this Milky Way. Yeah, we're gonna craft the Milky Way, boys. Yes.
My name is Ozymandias, King.
So this survival plate finally get going as is. That'll take away 3% defense, but in return, get lots of nice health. Anyways, there we have it. Didn't craft much, but we crafted the Milky Way, which will give us more health. I crafted the War Helm of the Hellish Wasteland, which will give us nice defense. I crafted this before, which gives us nice health. And then I took the time, as I finally have a second march of a troop type, I had to go in and refine these as much as I can. I wish I could refine these Cloud Racers and refine this Heart of the Saint, but I did the best I can. At least I have these 3 marches pretty solid. If it wasn't for my infantry wasting so many materials and such on infantry, I would probably be able to invest a lot more into the other types, but sadly, that is just simply not the case. But regardless, I know the war is going to be fun and exciting tomorrow, so I can't wait. As I said earlier, we will be having a war at 12 UTC today. So make sure you stop by, stay tuned, and check out the stream when we go live and see us at war, as we will be at war all day. There's going to be the most bloody battle in this KVK, so you don't want to miss it. To stay posted, consider slapping that like button, subscribing, and putting on post notifications so you can always stay tuned for whenever I'm going live or have a new video coming out. And leaving it at that, I hope that you wonderful people have a good woofin day. Bye-bye.
Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.